Start to activate your child's pose a little bit more by tenting your hands, coming onto the fingertips, and then inching the pads of your fingers a little further forward as you actively wrap the tailbone back. So you'll create a little bit of a C curve in the lower back. And again, that weight in the heart space, energy and length through the side bodies. Inhale that Ujjayi breath. Exhale. And then slowly pad your hands to the upper right corner of the mat to about 2 o'clock or so. And then wrap that left hip back, breathing into the left side bodies as you inhale. And exhale. Slowly, mindfully walking yourself through the center to the other side. Actively pulling forward through the fingertips and pulling back through the right hip. Inhaling into those right ribs. Exhaling. And then coming back to center. Slowly make your way to all fours. It might feel nice to send back one leg and sort of saw out through a straighter leg. Release some of that blood that builds up in the knee, and then the other side as well. And coming back to all fours for your cats and cows. Inhaling to pull the heart forward. Exhaling to tuck the chin and round the spine. Continuing to connect to that Ujjayi pranayama. And if there's other subtle movement here that calls out to you, you're welcome to explore that. We're going to add another pranayama, another breathing exercise, often in English called lion's breath, Simasana, which I can only remember because it sounds like Simba. Lion's breath, which is an exhale with your mouth wide open, your tongue sticking out. It feels a little silly, and it's a nice release here at the beginning of our practice. So we'll do a few rounds, and if you need to watch one as I demonstrate, the inhale will still be the Ujjayi breath. And then the exhale, stay in your cow shape and exhale. Inhale. Take one cat back as you exhale normally. Inhale back to your cow back, and then open the mouth, tongue out. Inhale. Exhale to your cat. Inhale to the cow back. Nice wide open mouth, tongue out, big exhale. And then come back to your neutral spine. Give the hips a little wag out. Back to your standard, regular, old Ujjayi breath. And then step the toes back, high plank. Send the hips high, downward facing dog. Today's practice will be at moments a little challenging, but mostly fairly straightforward, to give us an opportunity to really connect with the breath, and then to find how the softness and ease of that Ujjayi breath can make sometimes difficult things a little less intense. So sticking with that Ujjayi breath, come into stillness, take an expansive inhale, and exhale. As you inhale, unfurl your spine, come forward to a plank, and then lower the hips towards the mat. So you're in an up dog with your toes tucked. Then exhale back to your down dog. Flowing with the breath, inhaling forward through plank to up dog. Exhaling to down dog. I do this literally every morning. It feels so good. Inhale, roll forward to plank to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, lift the heels, and slowly walk the feet forward. Stopping just behind your wrists, hold opposite elbows, give those hips a little sway left and right. Ragdoll should feel nice on the back. Bending your knees a little more might even give you a little more release as you soften the neck And then releasing the elbows, roll yourself up to stand, one vertebra at a time, head and shoulders heavy so that they come up last. And then give those shoulders a big roll up and back. Gathering the feet to touch, allow your eyes to close, reconnect with the breath, with the sound and sensation. And I'd encourage you to set an intention for your practice, a short, positive statement for how you'd like to approach your time on the mat today. Maybe even for how you'd like to approach your time off the mat today. And maybe dedicate your practice to someone or something that you think could benefit from a little yoga. Expansive inhale. Deep exhale. On your next inhale, float your hands overhead and stay here. Upward salute. Feel the grounding down at the four corners of the feet. Send your hips a little forward as the arms travel back, finding an easy back bend. If this puts pressure on the low back, sometimes a little more activation in the glutes will take that pressure off. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins, find a flat back. As you exhale, step the left foot back, release the knee down, untuck the toes. Inhale, come up to your crescent lunge. Stay in your crescent, but as you exhale, interlace fingers behind the head, elbows nice and wide. Really allow the head to be cradled in the hands. As you inhale, elbows open wider. As you exhale, tuck the chin and bring the elbows towards one another. We'll do that twice more. Inhale, open the elbows wide, lift the heart, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck the chin, elbows draw towards one another. Once more, inhaling, opening. Exhaling, rounding. On your next inhale, release the interlace, float the arms. Exhale, plant the hands and step back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to your plank. As you exhale, release the knees. This is a little different than we do often. Send the hips to the heels, but keep the toes tucked. Inhale, come forward to your plank, lift the knees. Exhale, tap the knees, hips to heels, so a version of a child's pose. Inhale, forward to your plank. Exhale, release knees, hips to heels. Once more. Inhale, forward to plank, hover the knees. Exhale, tap them, send them to the heels. Rest here for a moment in the child's pose. You can untuck the toes if you'd like. Back to that evenness of that Ujjayi breath. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Once more, inhaling. Exhaling. On your next inhale, come forward to your plank, once again tucking the toes, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right heel high to sky, down dog split. And as you exhale, bring the knee towards the nose, scoop out the belly, and step the foot through the hands, runner's lunge. If it doesn't quite get there, just grab the ankle and bring it up. And then ground down, rise up to your high lunge. Again, coming into the evenness of the Ujjayi breath, notice if you lose it on some of those transitions, or if you get distracted by something. It happens to all of us, that we kind of disconnect from it. But our goal today is to stay with it. I guess our goal always is to stay with it, but today we're giving it particular focus. Inhaling. Exhaling. Good. Inhale here once more, and as you exhale, step the left foot forward to meet the right and bow over your strong legs. Inhale to your flat back, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. We're going to do that a couple of more times. With that breath, inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, bow, maybe a little more deeply. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. On your next inhale, root to rise, hands meet overhead, Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute. Exhale, pull that prayer to heart center, mountain pose. Notice if the breath has changed. Let it be your barometer, your guide. The breath is the teacher. I'm just a guy who talks a little too much. Find the connection of your feet to the mat. Inhale, float your hands overhead. Again, we'll stay here for about 2 breaths. Find the grounding of the feet, a little lift of those kneecaps. Maybe you send the hips forward as you lean back. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, find your flat back, maybe hands to shins. This time as you exhale, step the right foot back, release the right knee down, untuck the toes, and come up into your crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, and as you exhale, interlace the fingers behind the head, right at the base of the skull. Lean back into those hands. Inhale here. Exhale, tuck the chin, elbows travel toward one another. Inhale, open the elbows, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck. Smooth, steady inhale. Exhale. Inhale, float the arms. Exhale, hands frame the front foot, step back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to your plank. Exhale, release the knees and send the hips to the heels. Inhale, come forward to your plank, energize the legs. Exhale, knees tap, hips to heels, toes tucked. Twice more, inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, knees down, hips to heels. Rest here in your child's pose, untuck the toes, 3 breaths, inhaling. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. On your next inhale, come forward to hands and knees. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, lifts left heel high to sky. Exhale, bring the left knee towards the nose, scoop out the belly, step the foot between the hands, runner's lunge, and then rise up to your high lunge. We're here for about 3 breaths. Active in the legs, but easy in the breath. So even when we are at our most still, maybe especially when we're at our most still, it's important that we cultivate the smoothness and the movement of the breath. Inhale lifts the heart. Exhale, step the right foot forward to meet the left, fold over your strong legs. 3 rounds of flat back. Inhale, pull the heart forward, hands to shins. Exhale, bend, bow. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Femurs plugging into the hips, kneecaps soft but lifted. Inhale, pull the heart forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, reverse swan dive perhaps. Exhale, pull that prayer down into heart center. Allow your eyes to flutter closed. Come back to your breath, back to your intention, back to your dedication. If you enjoyed this, please be sure to like, share, and follow dailyflow.yoga.